Hey guys, it's Quinston, and today I just want to talk about something very interesting that happened to me when I was in college. Now, this is a story of how I learned, that learning every single programming language is not a good idea at all, and you should only learn the programming languages that you immediately require to be used. Yes, so learning every single programming language is not a good idea. So let me tell you a story. So when I was in college, right, I was completely obsessed with learning every single programming language. Like literally, you would ask me about Python, JavaScript, C++, whatever it was, I was on it, like crazy, on it. Like every single programming language. I even learned how to build websites and like Android apps and iOS apps and literally everything that you could think of, like as a regular programmer. I felt like a programming god, okay? Like literally. I felt like I was awesome. I could literally do anything, and and to my credit, I also ended up learning a lot. So it's not like I just wasted my time learning how to build this stuff. Now, here's the issue, okay? So this entire self-esteem that I had built, or the abilities that I had built, came crashing down one day. And why did they come crashing down? Because I was asked to write a Fibonacci series using a program using recursion, and I couldn't do it. I struggled like a crazy person. Like I struggled really hard and really, and it was so frustrating because I thought that I was like a good programmer, right? And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even solve a regular Fibonacci series program. And it was very frustrating for me. And what happened was, I thought to myself, like, okay, I can do all these things, but I can't write a Fibonacci program. Like, what's wrong with me? So here's the thing, okay? When you're learning a programming language or a framework, you're actually learning the rules of that programming language or framework. You're not really learning about programming. Okay, what is programming? The art of programming is basically taking a massive problem, breaking it down, and solving it with the help of code and logic. Building logic. So building logic is not a part of learning the syntax of a programming language. It's not. Logic building is something that you need to cultivate over a long time period. That is why I have built this entire channel on data structures and algorithms, and I've never ever focused on a single programming language. If you go to my previous videos, my older videos, you would see that there are videos in Java and C++, and now it's in Python. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, programming languages don't matter. Frameworks don't matter. What matters is your ability to have the muscle and the patience and the consistency to be able to build logic and solve complex problems using the logic that you build. That is what is important. And to do that, you need to focus as a beginner or a beginner transitioning to an intermediate. You need to focus on learning about data structures and algorithms. Like, that is my pitch. My pitch to you is literally, hey, go out and learn how to build logic. Like, take small problems in your day-to-day life and literally solve those problems using your logical understanding. Like, learn how to solve standard sorts. Like, you have bubble sort, quick sort. Don't go and try to learn a bunch of programming languages just because it makes you feel good. Yeah, sure, learning a new programming language might take some time. It's a process. I agree, it takes time, but it's not really a mental exercise. Learning a new programming language or framework is just an investment of time. It's not an investment of the brain or an investment of logic. You have to learn only one programming language through and through. And once you learn that programming language, I'm sure that every other programming language that you deal with is just an increment over that. Literally, if you know one programming language really well, every other programming language is just an increment. And you can pick it up like this. Like, if you know Java really well, Python is going to be like this. If you know C++ really well, Java is going to be snap of a finger, like 2 weeks max. And this is coming from me. Like, I'm not even that smart. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, learning a new programming language is not the way to go if you want to become an elite programmer. So I'll tell you how I do it, okay? Whenever I want to solve a particular problem, like let's say I have to build a new application, the first thing I do is see if the existing programming language that I already know can do it. And if they can, I don't even go close to learning a new programming language. It's not practical. But if there comes a situation where I find that, oh my God, I have to learn a new programming language to solve this problem, I go ahead and do it. But it doesn't take me a long time. It takes me, what, 2 weeks max to learn a new programming language. It's not a big deal. So when you're learning, don't focus on learning how to build Android apps. Like, that is something you need to do after you understood recursion, classes, objects, literally the most basics of basic things. Exercise those muscles. Stop being obsessed with learning as many programming languages as possible. Stop it. It's not a good idea. Stop being obsessed and focus on learning a single programming language and building logic with that programming language. There are lots of websites where you can find random problems to solve, and those problems will basically give you the confidence to be able to learn anything else that you want to learn. So my advice to you would be to focus on data structures and algorithms. That's my pitch. My pitch is, please learn data structures and algorithms to become really good programmers. It is a worthy investment and it's worthy of your time. And that's all I wanted to share for this video. Like, stop being obsessed with learning too many programming languages just because you think that's going to make you a better programmer. It is not. So that's all for this video. Please like the video if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more videos like this. I also should probably tell you to hit the notification icon. I'm not sure why YouTube does this, but yeah, also comment below and let me know what your revelation was when you started learning how to code. The syntax always changes, but the logic remains the same. Also, you can get a hold of me on my Instagram, that is flashed right here, if I remember to put it. So thanks for watching, guys. Also, there's this one thing that I was thinking about. Like, I heard that day I was talking to somebody and they said programmers are not cool, and I want to tell you guys, if you're a programmer, you're cool. Programmers are cool, and that is something that I want to push very heavily because we do some really awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.